Lions, and it's brought to you by Capital One. So far, Penn State, 3 for 3. We're going to see one more Nittany Lion as they try and go for a 4 for 4 sweep. And in what has been, and this is with air quotes, a down year for the Nittany Lions, this night, they've risen to the occasion.
They're coming on. Emerging Penn State Nittany Lions. Watch out. Here they come.
So after Carter Starachi picks up the title at 174, here we go. Number 1, Aaron Brooks, winner over Big 12 champion Parker Keckeisen in the semis, a fantastic freshman out of Northern Iowa, and Trent Hidlay, number 2 seed from NC State, trying to become the 8th NC State wrestler to win an NCAA title.
I'm intrigued by this matchup here because Hidlay is so difficult to score on. He measures his stance from distance. He always has a, almost a three-point stance as he works and works hard from the collar tie. Really hard to get underneath him. And he's got a great underhook where he bull rushes his opponents and does a knee pick. And I think Aaron Brooks is one of the more solid wrestlers in the field here of all weight classes. He can attack to both sides of the body. But I just don't, right now you just don't see any visions, any path to be able to get to the legs. So you're going to see a lot of ear-to-ear stuff.
Pat Poplizio, the head coach, done a great job at North Carolina State. Hidlay is his 6th finalist since 2013, and they won their 3rd straight ACC championship. And I don't know of anyone that saw their seed catapult higher from the overtime win that Hidlay had than he did with the number 2. But here he is in the finals, proving out his seed.
Jim, did you guys coordinate outfits today?
Hey, he looks great. Oh, man.
He's always a model of sartorial splendor, Coach Poplizio.
Wow, sartorial splendor.
I actually stole that from our producer, Todd Koulis, who is a master of the English language. 90 seconds in, scoreless in the first. Brooks, winner of 21 straight, the only wrestler to defeat him in 2 years. Taylor Venz of Nebraska in January of 2020. Hidlay has allowed no takedowns at the NCAA championships. Had a little bit of a bump in the road earlier this year, too, and what has been a shortened season, missed a couple weeks with an appendectomy early on.
Aaron Brooks is a cool customer. He's got quiet confidence, stacked toolbox. He can do it all. 2-time Big Ten champion already. Forces wrestling position. He gets in and he figures out how to score. He just knows that he's just better in most positions. It gives him a freedom to get in and wrestle freely because he just feels like, hey, he's better at the basics and the fundamentals, and he says, let it fly.
I agree with you, Tim, because that's what confidence he has, because he knows that he can give up a takedown in the match and still come back and attack a guy, keep a high pace. This is a different situation. You've got, as we've seen before, like in the last match with Carter Starachi here, keeping the match close. I mean, Hidlay's kind of doing the same thing, and your margin of error is a little bit tighter.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So Pat Poplizio, the head coach for NC State. Jim Gibbons, a national championship coach and wrestler on the right. Which one of you is Herb Brooks today?
We both like to be Herb Brooks. Legend, hockey coach. Lake Placid Olympics in '80.
So start of the second, Hidlay on top. This is a weight class where you might have expected to see a guy like Max Dean pretty deep into the tournament this year, but no Ivy League competitors this year. So that's 6 schools that missed out on the opportunity to compete this year and change the seeding and the allocations this year.
Uh-oh. Brooks catches him.
And gets at least 2.
Yep, it'll be 2 on the reversal for Brooks. Hidlay out with 1. And we've got a challenge brick thrown as well, so they'll go to the monitor.
Yeah, maybe for the near fall. You know, I don't know the answer to this question, but Penn State, well, let's look at this first.
Look at the sequences are going off. They don't quite go off, and there's the reversal.
And there, you know, the reversal and perhaps the near fall swipes if it could have been.
Did you think it was enough time at 45 degrees?
Oh, yes. I mean, I just don't know whether the official was over there, so they're going to take a look at this.
Yeah, the official was on his feet the whole time. It wasn't like he was down there giving a call.
Calling the mask and firm. No near fall.
All right.
Neutral.
What I was going to ask, has any team ever won 4 national championships and finished second? And Penn State having a really strong showing here, as they always do in the finals, 3 for 3, going for their 4th. Comfortably in second, but will not catch the Hawkeyes, winning for the first time since 2010.
Penn State has continued its streak with at least one champion now, 10 straight years. Last time they didn't have one was that Iowa championship season of 2010.
A collar tie work here by both guys. And you see Hidlay, he likes to work with that right-handed underhook, and he'll bull rush that. Almost like he's hitting an uppercut. Heavyweight boxing match. He just comes with everything he has with the straight-on shot by Brooks. Far pretty well. Hidlay using that underhook again to clear Brooks out of that double leg. That's the mystery here. How is Brooks going to open up this tough wrestler that likes to go ahead and battle in here, and then occasionally will just kind of rush at you. Always measuring his stance, way low. Tough to get underneath, and that's what Brooks likes to do. Now his little club snap. Hidlay's showing pretty well for himself in this match.
Really is, because Brooks really good at hand fighting and getting through the defensive wrestlers right there. And as good a hand fighter as he is, Hidlay has not let him in. It's Nicky Hidlay on the right there. Pretty happy about getting Trent in. Disappointed that Hayden, the number 2 seed at 157, did not get in, but is an All-American. 2 sons All-Americans for the Heights.
Looks like the almost intentional release there by Brooks. Didn't contest that escape situation very hard. Feels confident he wants to win this on his feet. One thing that's been kind of consistent, guys, is that Hidlay has had his rear at the edge of the mat most of the match.
Brooks trying to get Penn State their 6th title at this weight since 2011. O'Nickel with a couple, Ed Ruth, Quentin Wright with one as well.
Hidlay a strong man, but that right collar tie, working on the head, can wear you out. Looking to work on that and look for some kind of opening.
Can hardly hold that stance. There's a warning on him. Straight on double leg shot by Brooks.
It covers a lot of ground on your shots.
Brooks got the point there on the stall call. He's up 3-2 with 40 seconds to go.
He's been stalking him the entire period here, pushing and taking his shots. He covers a lot of ground in his shots, and right there, the stall warning going against Hidlay. So 37 seconds. Defend the middle.
Now after that stall warning, Hidlay takes a chance. Gets on the leg. He's got an opportunity to score. This is his opportunity to win a national championship. Right there. Could have been weight on the hands in that situation. And the brick is going to be tossed. We're going to take another look at this one. It looked like Hidlay was behind for a second, and at one point, Brooks's hands were on the mat. You do not get reaction time in that situation.
That was a real nice shot by Hidlay.
Yeah, you know, after stall warning, you can really count on a guy and gets away. There's weight on the hands at this point. So he has weight on the hands. He actually grabbed the mat. Looks like he came up quick enough. Got the weight off of his hands.
Might his hand have been off of the wrestler?
That's correct. That's what I saw too, Mike.
And I'm not sure they're looking at that, but I saw that as well. So as soon as it goes off the wrestler, that's the match right there. They stop the match.
Yeah, Resolite being the brand name of the mat. But yeah, it looked like he grabbed the edge of the mat at that point.
And if you're watching for the first time tonight, we're glad to have you along. One of the greatest spectacles in all of sport.
Right there.
And so as they go out, watch that left hand off the edge of the surface. That's where they could stop the clock right there. If they go out both outside the cylinder, the white circle, that stops action.
No takedown.
No takedown, but off the wrestling surface also stops action. So now Hidlay has to go to work with just 14 seconds left, down by 1. 10 seconds for a national championship between Brooks and Hidlay. In pursuit, working on the edge, and that is time. Penn State completes the sweep and goes 4 for 4 here in St. Louis. Aaron Brooks, the sophomore, the first #1 seed to emerge victorious tonight.
Four for 4. What an impressive performance tonight by the Penn State Nittany Lions.
And they brought a very young contingent here to St. Louis. Brooks, the sophomore, to go along with 5 freshmen, the most freshmen of any team competing here at the championships of more than 60 squads. The victorious Aaron Brooks is with Quinn.
Aaron, that was a dogfight. You seemed like territory was tough to come by. What were you dealing with?
I just want to stay mainly focused. You know, like I said, God's my peace out there, so glory to Him. It's been a great season, you know, but want to stay focused, capitalize on any opportunity, you know. Had to kind of get him coming forward a little bit. It was kind of hard, but, you know, I hit for stalling, he did, which was good, but just want to wrestle free and try to push the pace.
So you're back here under the stadium watching some of your teammates, is that correct? What is that like? What's going through your mind?
You know, watching them win, I see Carter win. It's like it's time to put the icing on the cake, so.
David Carr from Iowa State, suddenly it seems like he's on the Penn State roster. What's going on with David?
We're all close, you know. Like I said, God's put great people in my life. He's one of them. I'm happy for him as well, you know. I was in his hotel room before this. We were praying together and, you know, just getting ready, so feels good.
Great showing from the Nittany Lions. How about a We Are?
We are.
You get a big applause at home. Congratulations.
Well, Iowa, before this round started, locked up the team championship, but there is no question. Penn State has far and away been the most impressive squad here as we go through our 10 matches tonight. Still 3 more to go. Up next is 197 pounds. If you